Uh, oh, hey, Donut. God, I've been hit with exhaustion, but I thought I would do some programming today anyway. How's it going? Hello. Is the audio okay? Twitch seemed to have issues with me putting WouHou in my title, so the stream started in Minecraft today, apparently. Funnily enough. Also, I checked the VOD for this. I thought this thing had loads of health, but it turns out the enemy had like an extra life, so when I killed them, they went like transparent for a second, and then respawned. Is the volume alright? Or do I need to lower that background a bit? Anyway, hello. Welcome back. I'm gonna lower desktop just a little bit. 4 decibels will do. Alright. Let's quickly fix that. Lives is equal to 1. That's odd. Why did it respawn then? Oh. I guess it should remove the life first, huh? That's probably why. Or we do this. Same issue. Have I read it? No, I haven't had the chance yet. Yeah, you mentioned it sounded similar to what we were going over. I haven't had the time to read, sorry. I can have a quick flick now. I'm quite tired though. Oh god. Let me have a quick look. How long was it? Data-oriented design Dodd notebook. Too long for me to read on stream right now. Don't use booleans. Why use an if? Types of processing. Don't use enums quite as much. Prelude to polymorphism. Huh. With the briefest flick. No, I'll read through it when I have the time. I don't have the time right now. Looks like it's basically going down the same route that we ended up on though, right? Where we were like, let's just chuck everything in components. And add and remove components as needed. Check the first code listings. I've shut the page now. No, I haven't. First code listings. Struct entity. Is this about the health? Oh shit. If you're full health, you don't need to regenerate. Once you've been shot, it takes some time to begin regenerating. Once you're dead, you can't regenerate. You have 0 health. Entity. Time of last damage. Health. Oh. Update health. Time since last hit. Is that... This is very similar. Time before regenerating. Change those structures. Run the update function over the health table rather than the entities. Huh. I mean, it is quite a generic problem, but yeah, that's cool. Cool. Let's give the enemies, like, free health, anyway. I just want to test some stuff. How's your day been? Hey, Omen. Yeah, alright. Whoops. Cool, that's all working. 3 health, 3 hits. Been working on the Vulcan renderer. Is that just... I guess you don't have uni anymore, right? Is this just your full-time thing right now? Anyway. Oh. I'm very tired. Oh, must be nice. Good old Nordics. Can you hear? You can hear me, can't you? I'm kind of talking away from the mic. I'd normally have it like here, but I have to hold it in the air to do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm audible. Cool. But I'll just leave the mic there. This snowball, it's been kicking along. It's gonna be weird going back to the AT 2020. I should get a proper stand for that. I'm using a very old arm. It's actually the arm I used from AT 2020 is the same arm I think I used on my snowball. You're under some time pressure because your savings won't last forever. Yeah, but you're in Sweden. Your savings run out. I'm pretty sure they just drop a few grand in your bank and then tap you on your way. What internet connection am I using? It is my phone. Okay. This 4G probably runs out at some point, doesn't it? I wonder when. I only paid for 1 month. Sorry. My plan for today was to come up with some loose outline for game state and implement a pausing menu. And if we're feeling really exciting, maybe we make the most basic main menu where it's like the pause menu, but you press enter and it starts the game. Not completely inaccurate, but you do have student loans to pay back. What's student loans? £2.50. I'm sure there's some downsides to being in Sweden, right? Surely. It's a bit cold, right? It's a little cold. Now we have to think about what the best way to do game state is, because we already have like a vague sort of form of it as is. We have this game dot. If I remove all these other things, if I get rid of every window, we have game, this class, this file. We have something keeping track of all the ticks and the updates, all the systems. Game also keeps track at the bottom, I guess? No, in here. Keeps track of the viewport, the renderer. All sorts. So it makes sense to put a game state in here. Only like 30% of the money you get is a grant. 30% of the money you get is a grant? Whoa. It's a good system. Oh. Da, 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 da. Sprite Atlas. 70% is to be paid back eventually, but the interest rate is extremely low. That's crazy, dude. They want to disincentivize returning to NEET after graduating. That's extremely low. Yeah, the interest rate in the UK is not, I think. You think you're meant to pay it back before you're like 45 or something? I don't remember the year. But they write it off after that. So it's either you pay it off and you make loads of money, or you never pay it off. I currently pay like £20 a month or something to a 50 grand debt. Think about where that's going. Oh, I love this song. Dude, Sirifit. Alright, Donut. Save me some brain neurons here. I want to implement some vague game state to keep track of stuff like pausing and level. And I guess later on we'll have like enemy wave and score and that sort of thing. Should I just make those just some values in game? Is there much wrong with it? They might as well be static. I'm not going to make them static. But I can't see there being any reason to duplicate these things or have them be flexible whatsoever. The game's either paused or it isn't. You know? Should I just have a... I know we're talking about how we shouldn't use booleans, but should I just have a... Your first idea would be to have the state be implicit based on the entities. Yeah, so I was gonna say if it should be an explicit system, or it's like if there's an entity called like pause entity existing, then we consider the game as being paused. But then that just seems like a little extra fuss, doesn't it? Versus like going like if game dot is paused. Or if the level, I guess we could have an entity that holds the level data. But it seems weird to make that an entity, because I feel like, to me at least, an entity implies you might have multiple. Right? Like, you could spawn many entities or none. It seems odd to have a component that's only ever going to be tied to one object. The other thing which could vary which systems are currently in the systems vector. I guess so. If I had a system that was just held separately, did that matter? Could I have like a game state system, maybe? I don't know, it seems like, okay, on one hand, right, I could just have some variables in game, right? On the other hand, I could fuck around with all these components, but I guess that is the point of data orientation. But it seems like a weird amount of overhead, doesn't it? When paused, you could remove the physics system. Your state could just be states of systems. Could there not be an issue with randomly removing systems? Because right now, everything's done in such a specific order, right? We have this. If I were to remove the physics system, I'd have to make sure to put it back in a certain spot. Wouldn't it make more sense for things to have a trigger to disable or enable them? Maybe system could have a flag to say if it's enabled or not. You know? But then, yeah, you think having discrete pre-ordered sets with all systems is the way to go. The issue I'd have with a toggle or like a flag to disable stuff is if I wanted to reuse action responder system for the main menu, it'd have to ignore that flag and always be running. Oh, you could have a paused set, a running set, and a main menu set. And then what? We'd have a pointer to the current set or something. So down here in update, instead of for every system in systems, we'd have for every system in get current system, which would point towards whichever the current system is. Like that. So these here would make... These would be the playfield systems. So if I were to rename that, actually. Just to... The name doesn't matter. This is the playfield stuff. I could have a different set of systems for the main menu. And then the main menu would just... There wouldn't be a physics thing to run or to not run. They would never update or they'd never tick up. But do you not see an issue because the... Not the delta time, but the... Or maybe with delta time. No. The tick counter would constantly be going up regardless. So if I paused the physics system for like a few seconds and then resumed it, the next time it got update, the ticks would suddenly jump up by like a few seconds worth of ticks. Would that not cause issues? Wouldn't I need to have a different clock for all the systems? If you don't store in absolute times, there isn't an issue. What's the point in having an absolute time then if I can't use it? Doesn't that seem a bit... Do you see what I'm saying? Sure, if everything's done relatively, then yeah, it works. But having no absolutism... I don't know if I do use the explicit tick for anything. I guess maybe I could always rewrite it if I do. Should generally be avoided. Don't know if I do use it for anything. In which case then I guess it could... Would it work? I don't know, I just have a feeling that, like, something would break by stopping a system from ticking up and then later feeding it the same... Useful for real-time stuff like networking. Well, yeah, but those could just be permanently running. If we had, like, a network connection or anything that needed real-time, like, that could just be in its own place. That wouldn't need to be removed. And I do still like the idea of there being a co-op. I think co-op's fun. Not like a priority, but leaving the idea is fun. Alright, I propose this then. How many different game states are there going to be? Because I guess that's what I'm deciding. But okay, I guess removing systems isn't removing the entities, right? Because I just had an image in my head, right? If I want to pause the game and then draw like a black overlay over the top and show all the sprites underneath, I thought, you know, it wouldn't show the sprites because those aren't there, but they would be. I would remove like the physics system and anything that makes stuff want to shoot or move, but I could leave the position. No, that's stupid, isn't it? Would I? You can, yeah, you keep all the drawing systems, but as in the entities would all still exist, right? And I guess they'd still have their components. So the what's it called? The transform component would still be there, even if I removed all the movement physics, etc. There would still be entities with the transform component that I could draw. Because I guess components and systems aren't. Yeah, okay. It's just stuff that happens over time wouldn't happen, which is what we want. Okay, let's give this a go then. We'll have a playfield systems thing here. Let's call it game systems gameplay. Okay, okay, this might sound silly, but I'm gonna have gameplay and game pause systems. What do you think? Just play systems and pause systems? I think actually that might even be better. Whoops. No, wrong buttons. Oh god, I just pressed the wrong command. It's F6 in my other programs. Play systems, pause systems. And I guess I could even have like if I end up having like a demo system, I could have like a like a replay systems that disables keyboard input, for example, or has a different keyboard input. I don't know. Let's just do this for now. And I'm actually just going to rename this just to see where is it being used. Alright. Here. Replay. I like the idea of a replay system, dude. It, like, anything... Like, I know what makes games enjoyable in the sense that, like, multiplayer and anything with, like, a social aspect, no matter how cheap, is always, like, fun. It's always nice to have a leaderboard. Like, what's the game? Like, Devil Daggers. It's like, you learn the whole game in 3 seconds, but people love it because there's an online leaderboard, right? Anything with like replays and leaderboards and multiplayer and custom whatever, it doesn't matter how the game is. If players have an opportunity to compete against each other, there's some funny human nature that makes you enjoy it more. And I like the idea of it being able to replay your demo. Like, what if something really cool happens? You do like an amazing dodge. You want to like save that, right? Put that in your frag video. The game could even somehow memorize that, like Overwatch. You could have like a play of the game. And it's like the closest you came to grazing a bullet without exploding. Someone write that down. Anyway, I need a pointer to a custom current system. I know this is going to sound like some really stupid basic C++. How do I... What's the syntax for that? Do I do... Do I just do like this? Or like this? How do you write, like, I want to have a pointer to the current system? Do you get what I mean? Span is a pointer that also contains the size, i.e. the number of systems. Wait, how does that work? Standard span. Standard U. Don't forget to include span. Is that not part of the standard? I guess we didn't include all of standard. Alright. What does this do then? Standard span. Maybe I need to build. I'm gonna let it build for a second. Load in all this stuff. Check out your play of the game. Yeah. Ooh. Can someone write that in the WouHou channel? Like, Woolen said he could make Overwatch play of the game. Someone write that. The implement of span is just a struct with a pointer and a size t. So I guess this isn't right. Would I need to... Oh, whoops. What's up? Okay, it's just confused. How does this work? So this is a span. How do I get the current... Is it just... dot first? Like the first system? This would be current systems. in plural. No, I don't think we're thinking of the same thing. I guess we're not. Are you imagining if we have multiple systems running at once? Sorry, multiple. Hang on, I need you to explain what you think we're doing. Because I thought I would just basically have something pointing at one of these three, saying the current system is menu, the current system is pause, the current system is play. Because what I do in like another language is just have like a get current system, and then that would return like some system, and we do like if state equals paused, return pause systems. Else, whatever. Maybe not like this, but you get the idea. Like I'd just go down like a switch or an if or something, and then return it. Hey, Manus. You're pointing at the same array of systems as each vector owns. I guess current systems. I guess this is list of. This isn't a system. This is the list of systems. Fine. So it's a typographical issue. Current systems. Fine. So this, oh, let me copy. All right. So let's have a function called setup play systems. Setup pause systems. Menu systems. These can be private. Do you have an auto create for me to filter? No, of course not. That's fine. Void setup play systems. Oh, I guess it's not ASD, huh? You want to play that game? Alright. This is good. Set up pause systems. So if the game's paused, it doesn't need weapon, movement, physics, culling, respawn, movement, enemy, collision. But it does need all the rendering. And then I guess the main menu is actually right now going to be identical. Setup menu systems. Yeah. I guess maybe the menu might not have render actor systems, but we'll leave that in for now. Alright. Please don't post my home address. It didn't. I like that. It's always a little stressful. Hang on, are these all the exact same length? That's very satisfying. Well, almost. What are you writing? You could of course point at the vector itself, but that's an extra level of indirection for no reason. You're pointing at the same array. If it was a pointer to the vector, you'd have to fetch its internal data pointer before fetching what it's returned to. Okay. Sounds like you're issuing about semantics. It also seems like format and save isn't working, and neither is my right click. Yeah, the right click menu opens up over itself, so it auto selects the first option. You have to hold right click and then move to the left. It's amazing. All right, great, great program. It's so good. All right, try building that. Holding select menu is how Steve Jobs intended it. What, when there was only one mouse button? I hope so. Who the hell is Steve Jobs? There we go. There's Monas. I was literally saying that as you typed it. Lick my balls. Boom. It's so sad. I can't believe Steve Jobs died of ligma. What the hell is Steve Jobs? Ligma balls. Vroom. On the early Mac OS, menus would only stay open if you held the button. If you let go of the menu item you wanted. Horrible. That's also, isn't that how like the iPod works? He got his way. And he also ate an apple a day until his stomach melted. Pulling down the menu. Yeah, macOS is pretty funny. I love it when buttons don't do anything without, and they don't give any feedback. Or when windows open behind other windows and you have to like delete 50 windows to find the front one. It's funny. Alright, if I launch the game, we should basically see nothing. It shouldn't crash though. It just shouldn't do anything. Maybe it'll draw some entities. But they shouldn't do anything. Theoretically. Okay, it's actually just doing nothing. I kind of did think it would draw some entities. I guess not. Why isn't it drawing any entities? It should be doing... The current system should be the main menu system. The menu systems have all the drawing functions. Animation system, maybe? No, that's there. Do you set current systems at any point? Oh, maybe I removed that. Oh, yeah. I was wondering about the syntax, so I deleted it. That can't be right. Is that really how you assign it? That works. That's nice. Look, they can write nice syntax. I totally thought I was going to have to do some chevrons in there, or at least a hyphen. Or a dash. It would ask me to like decide the difference. No, I want to skip this. Ah. Here we go, look. Oh yeah, look, so I guess the player spawns underneath the field. And I rely on the... culling system. Restricted movement system. Very cool. Alright, that is cool. How am I gonna pause it on escape? Do I pass in some of this information into the action responder system? Or could I have like could I pass in a function that's like on pause? You know, like, and then you do like if is paused. Should I, what would you reckon here? A little lambda? You can just handle the key pressing game, can I? Input manager. Oh, I guess so. Where do I chuck that? Where's my action responder system? That seems odd, but I guess it's like it's too much of a workaround. You could use it in update. Yeah, you do it in update here. Alright. Update. Yeah, you pass it in here. Hey Haiku, WouHou 2, exactly. Hey. I tend to use an update. Yeah, it's used an update in here. How's it going, Pyke? Please let me control click, for Christ's sake. The fact that it takes like 8 years to build is very annoying. I wish I could control click more often. It's going well, thank you. That's good to hear. I'm okay, thank you. A little snoozy, but otherwise not so bad. Yeah, I think that's what I've just had to do. But this is no better than searching in like the fucking file explorer, my dude. Is this all I need to do to add a new action? I just do a pause here. Where does this get bound? Oh, in here. Oh, it's cancel. How do I tie it to multiple things? Can I do it like this? Maybe. Where was this being used? Somewhere in here. Make it an array. Like for key space. Oh. Keep forgetting that I could technically use a controller with this. It's really cool. Alright, so, in-game, in update, if pause was just pressed, yeah, this keyboard is really not meant for typing. So sorry if it looks like I'm making egregious use of, of copying and pasting. I guess it's not equals. Could I do point? It works if you convert it to a span. Yeah. Because they're not actually going to be the same object. It's not a span. You're doing it on just press, so you can't just hold it down and flick between them. And pausing in the main menu isn't going to do anything, so... Let's try making, by default, the current system play systems. Something going wrong? This isn't working. Oh, you did it in curly brackets. Programming with a controller. I do have a controller. I could type in A, B, X, Y. R2, R, L2, L. Is it complaining about this? You're not sure if it works though. It doesn't seem to. It might be fine for span. Yeah. How do I like point it to? Do I say like... You know, like, kind of, because you define it with equals. Isn't that very expensive to compare the data of every single system with the other one? Data returns a pointer. Oh, okay, so that actually does exactly what we want. That sounds perfect. Dude, pointers are beautiful when they work. Oh shit. Hey, look. It totally does work. Dude, that's sick. It should also pause the respawn timer, yeah. Would you look at that? I guess I could disable the animation systems, or I could rework animation systems into like actor animation systems. I kind of like the animations still existing though. I can't believe I've just built a frame advance into my game. I was thinking earlier, I definitely have to add like a lockout, so you can only press it after like a second. I have to add Battletoads music. I'm a little worried that you could glitch out of the wall if you spammed escape in just the right way. Like if for one frame the collision culling system didn't exist. I guess it wouldn't matter because when you unpause it would fix itself. There's something very weird about knowing that the physics system is entirely predetermined, and the fact that you can just pause it and everything continues working. It makes you realize that this is very much like a video game simulation. What's up? Hey, look, Chris, I made a pause. You can pause the game now.
Recommend?
You can pause the game.
Stop. Breathe. Hands up.
I should play Taiko. That's sick. Now I just need to draw like a rectangle on the screen when the game's paused.
Gonna eat the Snickers.
What the heck? Well, if you're having a chocolate, I'm gonna have one too. The red pill. Drug usage. Instant, like, not R18 usage. Not allowed. Cannot sell it. Alright. ESRB off their rocker. Who's WhatsApping me at fucking like 11 at night? That's my mum. I'll message her back later. Okay. How should I determine if the game's paused or not? Hey, Dolphin. Like in the draw function. Or actually, should I just make a system that's called like paused system? And I just have that, if it exists, draw a rectangle to the screen. Right? They can use the same thing as like the main menu system, maybe. And I just put it in pause system, but not in play system. That could work, right? Add some entities when you pause and remove them. Yeah, or I could have like a paused entity with a paused what's the word? Component. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a I want to have a system. Maybe I just put it on the player. But I want to make it so you can't pause if you've just paused to prevent frame advancement. Just add like a second delay or something. The idea for your own game is to have a menu stack for GUI elements, where every element in the stack is a set of GUI entities for the menu. To go to the previous menu, you go through the set of entities at the top of the stack and destroy them and pop off the stack. I think Android does it like a tree. I should know how it works. No one knows how it works. Oh, sorry. Hello, Neo. I am trying to think. It seems a little stupid. It's either stupid or genius to have a component for each that represents each state and then just add it into the registry appropriately. But then that just feels like I'm supersetting an enum. Like I'm just making up my own really weird enum. It's like, yeah, okay, I could just track game state, but no, that's not componenty enough. I could have an entity with a pause component and a play component and a menu component. Like, okay, that's a bit stupid. But it's using components. Because I want to put this timer somewhere, right? I could just put it in the player? But then what if I want to destroy the player? Suddenly you can pause the game as much as you want? Or you can't pause the game? That seems a bit weird. So, okay, fine. Do I make a new entity to tie the pause timer to? I could. Or I could have an entity... I could have a pause entity that... Oh god. Either has the component that has different components on it. It's a very global thing. You would just make the timer a member of game. Yeah, I'm just thinking, should I just like screw the whole thing? It's so global. Why would I ever need multiple of this? But I guess you just never know where you're drawing the bloody line. It always seems so arbitrary. I guess it is. You know, there's no rule. We're writing something new here. Yeah, I think also it would make more sense to make it a global because this could be something that we tie the absolute thing to. You know, we were talking earlier about the absolute clock. We could tie the pause timer to that. We could just note down the current absolute and we could just only let them pause if it's been a certain number of ticks since. That seems sensible to me. I know it's not using a timer, but it doesn't need to use a timer because it just needs to... It needs to be checked when they hit escape. It doesn't need to be constantly updated every single update. I'm going to do that. What is... What is... What's the tick stored as? Float? No. Tick info. Unprocessed tick count. So we want an unsigned like this. Yeah, it's in the game function still. We can have multiple game things running. If you wanted the game to run in a separate window, and you want to just spawn its own set, you want to just spawn its own game object. Let's do this. Unsigned. We can call this time last paused. Let me just set it to 0. Well, this can be oh, no, it's unsigned, so I can't have any negative numbers. Process tick time is probably a better idea, otherwise your time limit will be tied to the tick rate. Yeah? Oh, I guess if there's a higher tick rate, there's literally more ticks. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, well anyway, if the time lost paused is less than frame info dot, was it elapsed time? Well, I could just do elapsed time. Is this not seconds? The time in seconds that have elapsed since the application. Should I just do that? That seems like it's already handled for me. Elapsed time works. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, it's nice to write. Whatever. Time last pause. If time last pause is equal to... So we've just paused it, and we're going to say if it's less than this plus, I don't know, let's say 1 second, if that's right. And we can let you unpause as much as you want. I don't see any reason. Like if you tap it and untap it quickly, I think that's fine. If you were to be real-time process might be better. Is it not functionally the same sort of thing here? Hang on. The accumulated time in seconds of ticks that have been processed since the start of the application at the start of the current tick. Fine. It's more accurate by a bit. Otherwise we just ignore the input. So this should prevent frame advancement, probably. And also prevent you from pausing within the first 1 second of gameplay, which is not going to be possible when we have a main menu. Unless we TAS it, maybe. But who cares? I could also add a, you know, and it's larger than 1. You know? Is it still unsigned? It should be float. I think I made it float. This doesn't seem to do anything. Is it really... If it's currently paused, put it back into play. Oh, I guess I'm doing this incorrectly. Am I? Maybe not. Maybe this is fine. So this should be time lost pause is here. If time lost pause is less than oh, should this be yeah. I'm checking for a second into the future, which is always going to be the case. Yeah. Really, it would be time lost paused -1, maybe. Time lost paused +1. Whatever. This should work. It's a basic system, but it's good to get it written out. Yeah, somehow an hour's passed. It's crazy. I'm not going to rewrite this one line now. This is fine. Yeah. Look at that. This is me spamming escape as fast as I can. I can even be a bit harder than that. I could say it's every like 2 seconds, and then you really can't use it. I can't imagine a reason that you'd pause like that. I could make it so you can't accidentally unpause. Like I could make it so in here it doesn't let you unpause unless, you know, just to prevent you from double tapping by accident. Give you like a 1 second buffer, right? Just because, you know, like the dead ringer principle, where you put up the dead ringer, but then you immediately accidentally put it back down again, and you get killed, even though you actually put it up. You know, you just have like a little safety buffer in here, in case someone paused it, but their keyboard double tapped or something. Because I can't imagine anyone pausing and then like taking their hand off WASD. People always intentionally do get the speed boost. Oh, yeah, but when you do it, like, by accident... So yeah, if you're just doing it like a normal player, you can pause and unpause at will. But if you spam it, it's like this. Which I think this is reasonable for a pausing system. I really don't want people abusing it. I think it's a little BM to cheese games with pausing, where the skill is based on like time-gated precision. Super cheesy. I guess we could always have like a TAS option that disables points and lets you pause as much as you want, and like maybe let you hold down escape and it would unpause for a tick and then repause, so you could like buffer all your inputs and make like a perfect run, but that's something I don't care about right now. Cool, let's do that. We've done that. Let's have a normally you'd say the single player, the player should have a right to say how they want. Yeah, there'll be a leaderboard and stuff. I mean, even Touhou has like a lag counter, right? Like if you lag the game out too much, it doesn't let you submit your score. So it's like a real thing. Of course, this is something that someone could easily just decompile and then cheat in, I guess. That's how life is. Do I want to check for the existence of an entity? Yeah, maybe I just make an entity. Maybe I just make a component called like pause screen. Right? If I go to components, we make a component called pause menu, maybe? So just by this thing existing would draw a rectangle, but the pause menu could have I know you've talked about your UI options, but for now we could have like resume, restart, and back to menu or something. So we could have like just some basic like we'd have selected option. For now we could just have a set of strings. Well, just do vector. Just for something basic. When you only have a few menus like this, the monolithic option might be better. Well, fine. I'm not going to think about that right now. I'm just gonna get this written. I'll think about restructuring it if I need to. I mean, this could even just be a menu. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, I mean, I'm just making it basic balls. Technically, selected option could even be an enum, you know? Like, resume, restart. I guess I want to give them slightly different English names. Continue, restart, back to menu. These are all enums, so this is 0, 1, 2, I think. And we don't even need the option labels. We could have a localization patch for this. We could have having something similar to bindings.json for each language that you load up that loads in the correct string for this. We'll do localization, I think. It's nice to have. At least just the ability to let people use their own localization files, even if I'm not going to write all of them. This is fun. Pause menu. So, we are going to go to Template Factory. We're going to have a... well, it's not really spawn, is it? You'll contribute Swedish. Please do. Spawn pause menu. This is where you could pass in the strings, I guess, like the translations. For now, I'm just going to print out the name of the enum or something. I don't know. I'll do something really boring. I want to... I'm not even going to bother writing one of these. I'm just going to do this. Hey, Bowser. How are you? Here we go. So, spawn player is going to have in the demo scene components. Hey, Unicorn. Thanks for the 34 months. Well, it's nice to see you. You're killing some DKs. How's it going? This isn't quite going to work. I need to rethink this just a little bit. This doesn't need this. Hello and goodbye. Oh shit. Good night. What the fuck? What you doing? What the heck? Good night. Nice to chat. I hope you're well. 31 Rex KC 12 Prime. Oh nice. You're going to sleep. Is there a day where I should start an earlier stream so you can watch it? I've done some streams at like 5 recently. Is that something that interests you? Yo, Demetori. Or Dimitri. You don't have time to watch streams anymore. Is there any like VOD you might want to listen to in the background? Because I can stream that. You want what about like Path of Pain or something like that? A busy bee. Thank you for coming to say hi. I guess this is just unnecessary then. This seems weird. I guess this just doesn't need to exist. Sure. Hell yeah. This is odd. I'm not thinking about this quite right. I guess I just keep track of an entity. Right? That sounds weird. Can't be right. Good night. Nice to chat. It doesn't need an entity in the first place. I need something to tie the component to, right? Or should I just not even bother having it in a component? I could just have the menu state in the system itself. Yeah, I guess so. I just make like a new pause system. I'll have the menu state in the system itself. No, I do. Surely I do want it. Well, no, I can. Pause system here can be a reuse of the render actor system or render background or whatever. Or render HUD, I guess. Because then I guess that's all it needs, really. Right? You mean state in which menu item is selected? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I grabbed the component here that I made. God, that fridge smells like universities. Not very pleasant. Oh, we just chucked that in pause system. Like in here. Right? Yeah. Oh, but now I'm gonna have to work out how I'm gonna bring this stuff back to game. If this were like mobile, right, I would just have a lambda for each option. So I'd have maybe like a... maybe like a dictionary or something, where the key is... each enum is a key, and then the value is a lambda of what to execute on that option being selected. And then when you create the system, you pass that shit in. So in game, I could pass in on pause, on resume, on go back to main menu, and then I can have it fuck around with the current system or whatever. I don't know if that's massively overkill or not, though. Sorry. You can allow systems to affect the current set of systems by storing a reference to the span in each system. Does it seem sensible for the system to do that, affect that? I feel like games should maintain the game state. The system base class. It's a little weird for the systems to know the structure that they're held in, isn't it? I don't like that. Something feels wrong about that. The water being able to change the bucket that it's sitting in around it. I don't like that. Pause system. Honestly, pass in all the same stuff. I think that's fine. Alright, I had a screen, maybe like, was it just 0, to screen width and screen height? Position is... Can I just do 0? The two main alternatives are either to store a reference to game with public methods like pause, unpause, or make an inner class of game that only handles game state to separate it a bit. Yeah, that's another thought. I like the idea of having it as a Lambda thing though, because then maybe I could reuse that basic code for like the main menu. You know? Like the pause system could be reworked into like a menu system, or like a menu in the literal sense of it being a list of options that do things. They wouldn't have to know explicitly what the actual option does. They just know that, oh, it's in the second spot, so I'm going to execute the second lambda. Which is sort of how I do the alerts on mobile. Sorta. Anyway, 00, size is screen width and screen height. I don't know, just do 255, 255, 255, 150? I forget. Does color need to be float? Yeah. Suppose you can do that. I suppose you're planning on passing the lambdas through the constructor. Exactly, yeah. So as I said, like right now this is pause, but maybe I could restructure it to just be like an alert system. Or maybe it's not even a system, maybe it's a class. Or something. I don't know. It's just a thought. But yeah, in the constructor here, you'd pass in, you know, on pause, on resume, or whatever. It could just be generic. I don't know. I'm not going to do that right now, because I just want to get something working. Include functional. Why? Oh, if I wanted to do the lambda thing. Anyway, I just want to do this right now. Dude, maybe the pause thing should be an entity, because then I could piggyback off of action responder system. They have to be ints. Okay. What does this do? Does this even build right now? Oh, whoops. So now I'm gonna somewhat hard code the pause system, I think. I'm just gonna have it written by itself. I think that's okay. Okay, cool. Pause system. Hello, Wise. What frameworks am I using? I'm using a library Donuts written in chat, which sits on top of SDL. Where is the dependencies? Here we go. We're also using entity. We're making like extreme use of entity. Everything is entity. Lots and lots of entity. Anyway, I need to chuck this system into game. Pause can just go wherever, it doesn't really matter. Entity and using its shit. Is it the same? Is it the same as entity? Is it the same library? They're a bit different. I love this entity so far. It has some weird issues, but the concept's so exciting. It's so easy to use. Jesus Christ. Menu options that move around. Whoever at Microsoft thought that was a smart idea, it wasn't. If you mouse over a thing, it shouldn't change because of the state of the bloody application. The quest has a lot of dialogue. Yeah, I liked Kingdom Divided. It is long though. It's like 2-hour long quest or something. It's crazy. It's fun though. Oh shit, I need to pass in some other stuff. I think I based it off a HUD system. There we go. We want it at the back, or we want it at the end so it rolls on top of everything else. This should be okay. No? What's wrong? Selected option... What's wrong? Does this need a... Oh, that seemed weird. What's wrong? It does name a type. Is it just because it's unused? Is that why? Just upset? Yeah, the semicolon. Dude, C++ loves its semicolons, huh? But not everywhere. Function? No. Enum? Yes. Yeah. I'm really thinking about how I want to do the keyboard input thing, because I could make it so it's an entity that the pause system listens to. Doesn't seem to be drawing a... Oh, there we go, look. Flashbang the screen. Yeah, I was wondering, I thought 255 was white. I guess I just want black. That'll do. How do I do some text in this then? What's the... There must be some text, right? I know you had something in here. In the sample app. Speaking of selected option, I'm assuming you wanted to be of the option type, because option's not a bit set. It could also use the enum class to make a scoped enum to get all those benefits. Lovely enum classes. Unicode. Lovely enum class. Yeah, I guess selected option could just be a... I was thinking I want to do like addition and subtraction, because I want the options to be literally ordered by like their enum position, their enumeration. What's up? Cool. Did you ask a question? Oh, I want to draw some text to the screen, but I don't obviously have the stuff here. I'm wondering if I had it somewhere still. You had it in one of the... Oh, here we go. This boy. Text instance, that's So to include graphics text. Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe it's just part of graphics. I should have it in the common header. I think I do. Hey, true boy. I like Donut's framework. It's useful. Text instance. What's the difference between shape text? I guess I need to get a main font in somewhere. Main font can be passed in here. Like this. How are you doing, True Boy? This should work. So this... I don't know why he's so upset. I just want to print out... Paused. Exciting. Method is not marked const. Alright. Now are you complaining? No, this is fine. Position is, I just chuck it in the center of the screen for now. Color, who cares? Draw some text at the screen center. Screen center X, screen center Y. And then I guess this should be, is it possible to get FPS text dot extent max dot X? Is this right? If I want like half of the text? Don't know if this is quite right. I'll set the color to white. Draw the text. Hang on, why was this drawing it twice? Oh, I guess it was like a shadow. Fine. Why are you angry? What's up? Maybe if I try and build. Box 2D. There's 2 boxes now, huh? Crazy. Bom, 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 bom. What's up? Is he still actually upset about this? Maybe if I hit play again, you'll be fine. Oh, I need to include... No, I've got common. Hang on. Oh. Hello.
Oh, hello there, friend. Hailing you from the high seas. Sorry I
Ahoy.
haven't been around much. Ships
You're in a
satellite
ship?
Wi-Fi
Oh my
isn't
god.
Exactly fiber broadband.
You got that
I hope
RuneScape
you are
levels
doing
early,
very
huh?
Well, my friend WouHou.
What's it like being a big boatman? That's awesome. Thanks for the 35 months. Aye. What's up with the boat? I'm doing alright, thank you. Oh shit. Hey, look. Paused. Why does that text look so shit? Why are you scaled so stupidly? Well, whatever. Doesn't matter for now. Let's... Might just be that the game is low res, yeah. I was thinking, I remember a massive frame rate hog in WouHou was trying to draw outlines around text, and then we found out it was easier just to create the text object once instead of every single update. Do you reckon I should store this FPS text? Like I should just chuck this? Maybe even in like, is this the constructor? I just create it here and then I just draw it every frame. Instead of recreating it constantly. I feel like that could be smart. Then I won 4... Oh wait, hang on. Oh, you're working on a cruise ship. Things are well. Won't you go back to land after 5 months? Ah. Awesome. God, that's a long time to be out at sea. What are you doing? Are you like an engineer or a chef or something? Or a sailor? You can't do, we've gone over this before, right? You can't iterate over all cases in an enum in C++, right? Yeah, no, but you can get close by iterating through the corresponding integers and converting those to the enum. Oh yeah. Is there not a way to get how big an enum is? Like that? Whatever. Some people put a count at the end for that purpose. Oh yeah. At the end? Oh, as in you just call it count? Yeah. I see. I guess that would work. And I literally just look for the enum called count and I get its value. Option. How do I get its enum value? What are you doing in the first place? I was just gonna write each of the options. And then maybe like change the text color if it's the current one. So look, I can draw the paused thing up here. I can have like, maybe I can store the Y. Bless you. I don't know if it's a float. Maybe it's a float. And we can do... just something like this. So, whatever. I'm just gonna write 3. Draw option dot value of, maybe. I don't know the C++ syntax. What's the game? It's a bullet hell. Well, whatever. Syntax comes later. Ba, 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 ba. We want to draw. This. I do this. So, for everything, draw the current option in the center. Oh, I guess I do need to create it up here. Draw this. Halfway across the screen. Color is white. I could do maybe an inline check. How do you do that? Selected option. We need to really work out what the syntax is for this. Just something like this, super generic, and then we bump it down a bit. Alright, what have you written? Let's have a look. Did Chris sneeze? You would unroll the loop. You can do y plus equals between each one. Static cast option I. Okay. I guess you can't just get text out of it, huh? There's no way in this language to... We've gone over this. That's a pain in the ass. Waifus, exactly. Waifus. Make sure the option's underlying type is int, otherwise it might be undefined. You want to get back into hobbyist programming, anything you'd recommend trying to get into C++? Small project, right? Like try and see if you can write, you know, like battleships in a terminal or something. Set yourself a small enough goal that you can actually do it, you know, in like a week. Can't use macro shithousery. Yeah, I think that's what we did before. Oh, whoops. We did some macro shithousery with another enum. Where? Did we not? I thought we did. What's the syntax for that? Is that using? Some of your C++ stuff was like the ASCII terminal stuff. It's a good way to get started. You decided not to do it for insert reason here. Alright then. Google C++ enum to string macro. You just do hash divine. You can see how you do it in input.header header. How the bloody hell do I search for a fucking file in this bloody place? Deary me. libdonut, google.com. Build depths. Donut. Donut sauce, maybe. Is that where I'm in there? Yeah. What did you call it? Application input. It's input manager, you stinker. Can't believe you'd mislead me. Alright, where's the shithousery? It is input. Am I blind? Headers going include, not source. Ah. Don't control S in this file. Is X the name of the enum? What am I looking at? So you have an enum value here and then a string. I guess it doesn't really matter what you've done here. You haven't, but this is how you've written it. Why have you written X? Just to keep it short. And you've written it as X name ID str. You're looking at some random SDL file. Yeah, it was the syntax I was looking at. Alright, so I need something like this. Define... Does the X thing... I guess it doesn't have to be called X, you just call it that for shortness. Right? I could call it like the enum name. This is... I'm gonna be honest, this is a lot stupider than just letting you get the name of the... It's called X macros. Oh, you just call it X? Oh, because you undef it afterwards, like this. Input. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm glad we left this behind. Makes a lot more sense to just skip all of this and just do, you know, it's what you do in Java. Nice and easy. I'm gonna do this. No, I should learn. I'm gonna learn instead. Ignore what I just said. Let's pop this off to the side. Good night, noob. Good night. Where do I want to define this? Can I just define it inside this class and only have it used in the class? Or is it done within the entire namespace? What's the, I can't remember what the word is. Where's it going to end up? I'm going to do your X thing then. Macros don't care about scope because they're handled by the preprocessor. Ah, scope's the word I was thinking of. Okay. I'm guessing you do a little underfine at the end. Do I need to do anything else? Where does this end? Does it? It doesn't end. You can't have a space after the... Sure. I'll ask you about, or I'll look into the syntax for this afterwards, because this seems odd to me. Because this I could probably memorize, but it just seems so obscure. Might as well match that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you've got. I see what you've done, like that. What's this? You're passing in the enum value here, which you've called name. That's the thing that will expand to each 2 for each x. Oh yeah? So I can get rid of this now then. My enum is now up here in the ether. But there's obviously no semicolon here, that would be too much. Is this right? Well, I mean, this isn't going to compile here. See what the processor does. This should work. Okay. So let me try and pretend that I've gotten this straight. Up here, we're defining the macro called pause system option names. And we're passing in x, which is an argument. We have the option, we have the different options continue, restart, back to menu, which happen to be linked to this arbitrarily. They're in here. And in here, when I'm trying to use it in the actual code, or in the compiled code here, you pass in, it somehow magically works beautifully, and you can use it like a normal enum. I'll be honest, this is very odd. Are the backslashes there to like make the compiler ignore it or something? Why does this one not have loads of semicolons, but everything else does? Like, this really needs it, but these don't? This has no ending tag? Why, like, you know? It just seems odd. You can input it the same as get input name. This thing. Alright. I'll be honest, it would have been a lot easier just to have a big old else if. If we were going to write get a name anyway. I might as well have just used an enum and just done if it is pause, return pause as a string. That would be a lot easier. Well, it's not input. There even is a switch statement in it, dude. Oh, whoops. I I'm spending more time looking at these little symbols versus actually, like, thinking. This is, I'm just copying verbatim. I can't imagine this is right. Literally just verbatim. You're defining X name str to expand to name, where name is replaced with whatever is passed to the first argument of the macro. Then you invoke a macro that pastes X with a bunch of stuff. Since you're defining the function in a class, you'll want to add static before const expr. Yeah? I think it will help to imagine what each macro invocation would expand to. Okay. So I hover over this, and it shits out this. Do I not need to undef X somewhere? Switch. Define X. Oh. Do you need this? Is this not part of your JDocs or whatever? Probably doesn't work when the code is, till the code's free from errors. Yeah. Why am I returning op like a string view? Just to exclude it from the documentation, yeah. Something's wrong here. Do I actually need to have the enum still? Define. The last one doesn't need to have a thing. I think. You're a different color. Why is that? The options enum isn't working. You're not defining X to expand anything inside of it. Yeah. I'm playing bloody spot the difference. It's because I deleted name earlier, huh? It's so unintuitive, isn't it? Replace slash with name. Oh, I don't even need that. Oh, why did I do that earlier? Maybe it's not bad that robots are going to take all our jobs. They can deal with all this. Backslash means that the definition goes on to the next line, which you don't want it to in this case because the next line you're trying to use it. Extends the definition. So that's how it knows that these are all connected, huh? And that's why there's no semicolon. Is that sort of the same as just doing this, but less messy? Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, it's gonna be, if it's static, it's gonna be, I feel like get option string, this should be in the enum class itself. Hello, Cloudy. Can I not chuck get option string into the option thing itself? Can I not put it in here? Wait. You can't have functions in enums, what the fuck? That would be the perfect spot for it. You just do self. That's sad. Well, okay. So it would be pause system get option string, right? If it's a static function. Yeah. That's a funny ass name. Just get, it should just work? Really? Read of non-const variable option is not allowed in a constant expression. Okay. Call to const eval function. Initializer of option is not a constant. It doesn't need to return a copy of the string. You don't have to call... Well, I was going to do standard format if I need to adjust it, but I guess I can just chuck it in directly. Okay. It can't return a standard string because your compiler doesn't support it. It has to be a string view. Oh, yeah. What was string view again? It's like a view of the string. We went over this in like episode 1, didn't we? Fuck. How's everyone doing? I'm just okay, thank you. I'm a little tired, but as is every day, right? It's like standard spam, but for read-only strings. I see. I see. You're having a peek. I'm doing okay. How are you, Claddy? How's your week been going? Do you get Easter off as well? It's a short week. Tomorrow, last day of work until Tuesday. You're doing good. Awesome. Hey, look. I guess it's going in reverse, huh? Okay, I'm gonna quickly remove that delay we had. I love this song, dude. Yeah, you get Easter off. Hell yeah. Are you doing anything special, like eating chocolate eggs? Only the most important things. You eat chocolate every day? Hell yeah. What's your poison lately? We've got this big bag of celebrations here we've been chewing through. Weird that the selected option thing was making the other one yellow. I don't get that. We need to get input in here somewhere. Action responder system. My son. I'm just gonna chuck it in here, I'm gonna be honest. We're gonna pass in an input manager. It's all gonna be fine. This is starting to get quite messy, huh? Whoops. What's up? We're chucking in a registry, sprite atlas, screen viewport, screen projection matrix, input manager. That's okay, isn't it? You changed back to I less than 3, but you can fix that with the syntax static cast in option count. For input, you added a function to get the count. Alright. Is this C++? It is. I'm just going to keep it to 3 for now. I'm not going to fuck around with it too much. Well, show me the quick fix. Why is it... In what world? I don't get that. Whatever. Yeah, it's C++. Dun, 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 dun. Ba, ba, dun, dun, ba, dun, ba, ba, dun, dun, bum, bum, ba, ba, dun. Wait, this is render debug overlay. Oh shit, I'm in the wrong method. Oops. You don't need this. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, you didn't need this. Whoops. Ah, here we go. Thought something seemed weird. We actually need update in here as well. Gonna make it so you can't do it on the same frame. Can I just do plus equals 1? Eh. You're trying to switch from Lua to C++, but it's hard. It's tough. You gotta go. Oh. You gotta go as in, like... Are you gonna leave? Fair enough. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, Lua and C++ are quite different. That's quite the switch. That's very big, yeah. That's it's like a scripting language, right? The order the constructors run is defined by the declaration order of the members. Oh, okay. You have to cast it back and forth. Yeah, well, originally I did have current option as an int, and you made me change it. Dingus. So, I'm just gonna do it like this. What was clamp again? Well, whatever. This is fine. Nice and easy to look at. I will probably end up adding that count now that I'm looking at it. This does the job for now. Aye, what's up? Okay, do you just want plus plus? You want plus plus? What on earth are you complaining about? I don't think this is how you would organize the code. I'd say it's const. For some reason. Oh, shit. Well, it has to be. It's const in here. Hello, Herwick. How's it going? Low is lightweight. Good news is it embeds well with C++ if you want a scripting language. Yeah. It should probably be non-constant all systems. Oh, now you tell me. Makes sense for display but not update. Yeah, how's it going to affect the... I guess the states haven't affected anything... Well, the systems haven't affected themselves yet, have they? You're working. You're getting the weekend off at least. That's my conversation for today. Using Linux? Yeah, it's horrible. Utterly horrible. It's the best. My dude. Constant update seems like a mistake. It does seem to be. It just hasn't shown up yet, because I think the systems haven't really kept track of much themselves. They've only really affected components and the registry. So I guess it's not had an issue yet. This is the first time really system has actually had any members of its own. Such is life. Alright, fine. Oh, I'm only using update in a few things. That's fine. Won't take too long to fix. There you go. I think I'm using tick in most places. I guess tick probably shouldn't have it either. Dude, surely there's more places using... Oh, here we go. Well, I guess I can just do this. Oh, Control-Shift-R is not replaced in this program, it's something else. I don't care. This is files to exclude, this isn't copy and replace. Okay. It just looks... I don't need this. Whatever. Replace all. Do it. What the fuck have you done? Alright. Weird, but fine. Take me back. It'll organize itself at some point, right? Oh! How about you format with this one? No? Oh, the old right-click menu strikes again, where right-click is... It defaults directly to the option you're already clicking on by a pixel. I like that. Intuitive. Alright, we need to pass in the input thing here. Like this. So you're going to want me to flip this around, right? Game. Pause. Setup. Pause systems. Input manager. Hey Lindley. How are you doing? What Linux do you use for work? Which distro? How goes the C++1? It is going. Is minus minus not a thing? Yeah, I guess not. Using Manjaro, it uses Arch. Nice, I used Manjaro for a bit. It is, but an unsigned variable can't be less than 0. Hang on, a selected option... Oh, shit. Well, that's easy then. Was this unsigned? Oh. Alright, move down. If it's 0, selected option is 2. Otherwise, do this. That's fine. Yeah. This should be fun. Comparison always falls due to a limit of what? What you want about? I don't think that's actually the issue. The same Manjaro that DDoSed the ore. Oh yeah, the ore was down the other day, wasn't it? The amazing user repository. Oh god, all the Linux users are in chat. Hey, it built. That's crazy. God, I need to make these enemies not kill me instantly. Okay, something's not quite right here. What? Oh! Okay, it's the white. The white is the currently selected thing. Okay, that was screwing with my brain. That makes more sense, though. Okay. Why was it going stupidly? Ah. Commence the ritual. Oh god. Windows 7 user. God. Is your oven still on? You should check. I hear there's a great smart oven feature built into Windows 12 now that you could install, but you're too old to get it. Hey, it's inverted, but it works. In the most literal sense of the word. That's cool. This is already more feature than WouHou had. It didn't have a... The pause menu didn't do this, it was just colors. I should invert this. Easy. Confirm, I guess? Yeah, this is where I guess I'd execute the lambda, like function selected or whatever. I don't know what the syntax is. But you know, if it's like an array, maybe we do it like this. Whatever. I'm gonna stop for now. It's getting late. Unless you think I can write this in 2 seconds. Maybe I can, actually. Hang on. I need to include function, right? Include functional. Do I to maybe it void, perhaps? I don't know what the syntax is. Standard function of void if you want to take nothing and return void. Oh, we're missing a squiggly boy. Like this. Oh, is this the signature? Maybe. So is this right? Dude, I love 3L. Oh, maybe this just works then. Game. Alright. This seems like so much boiler. Functions dot at. Oh, you need to do another. You need to do it like this. I think in Kotlin you do this because runnable is an interface or something. I don't quite remember. Fair enough. Okay, that's simpler than I thought. So we've got continue restart back to menu. It makes sense to take the vector by value and move it into the member with standard move. Oh yeah. Why is that? I guess there's no reason for it to be a reference, right? Does it matter? Alright then, quick fix. Like this. Winton. Since the vector will be created and passed off to the function for it to take ownership of. Yeah, I guess there's no reason for it to remain here. Standard vector. I don't know the syntax for a function in this, so maybe it's just like 3 of these. And then I write my methods in here? Maybe? Captures argument. Oh, do I need to put a square boy in? Okay. Okay. It's a little bit more tedious than my other languages. Or just captures argument's body to infer the return type. Oh yeah, you can just do this. That's fine. I guess actually this is close enough. Kotlin has a nice little shorthand now where you just do that. It's nice. Just that. And if it does have arguments, yeah, you can. There's various ways. It's funny because Kotlin uses this for loads of stuff, but for lambdas it has this, and then Swift's equivalent does in. Even though Swift loves arrows, it's weird. You can just do thingy body if you have no arguments. Do you really need the square brackets? Those seem like the least relevant of all. Or can I pass in self if I wanted to? I guess self isn't really a thing here. You could do it like this if you wanted to keep a reference to yourself passed in. Alright, sorry. Pause system. Continue, restart, back to menu. This is resume. We're gonna do... this seems like it could be messy. Because there's no... the frame info doesn't exist here. Maybe I pass... maybe I pass it in here. Like this. Ugh. That's funny. Do I need to capture Do I need to capture this? Yeah. Alright, let's chuck in frame info. Maybe it's necessary somehow. I don't know. This can no longer be void though, right? Oh, sorry, this can no longer be like this. I need to chuck in... Oh, you could do ampersand to capture everything by reference. Okay. I guess you just need a class, right? Everyone can have frame info. Value, reference. Do I need this? Can I ignore it? Or would that fail? You can just remove the name. But I still need this. I wish it would make a noise or something when it was failing. What's up? Oh, I need to include functional. Loud incorrect buzzer. Or just like a little ding or something, you know. Just something. Why are you upset? Oh. No, hang on. Why are you upset? Electric shock. That would help. Definitely. Guess I just need to... Is there a way to make it clear the output every run? Must be. Putting on my shock harness before I program. We've heard of gaming socks, right? Get ready for the gaming shock harness. Hey, that works! I'm using the enter on the spacebar to unpause instead of escape. Ooh, that's sick. Although it does consider it as a spacebar input, so you shoot, which is kind of funny. I guess I should just tie shoot to a different input. I don't know, it's technically right. Like, it is registering a spacebar. Hang on, he shoots even if I'm over here at the start. So I guess I should, maybe I just disable action responder system in the pause menu. Maybe that's fine. Oh, dude, this song's amazing. Maybe that's just unnecessary. I hope this is in one of my favorite playlists. Did YouTube get rid of the add to playlist button? It doesn't seem to exist. I've probably got it somewhere. Hey, Ice Block. Yo, yeah. Thank you for the year. Whoa.
Happy 1 year,
Thank you very much. Okay, that did not fix the action responder issue. Yeah, YouTube never looks the same. I actually thought my monitor was breaking once because they added the thing like a month ago where it sometimes adds a colored border around the video that like changes with the video. I don't know how I prevent this. I guess I could just make it so you can't shoot if the game's just started. The rounded corner of thumbnails. I don't mind that. I kind of like that. Like Twitter randomly adding the like round profile pictures when everyone had square ones was a bit stupid, but I don't know, I kind of like the rounded thumbnails. What I don't like is them making the thumbnails so fucking big you can only see like 3 on the screen unless you zoom way out. It's not unnecessary. It makes it look like a button that you can tap on. It's not, I think, that intuitive that you can tap on an image. But if there's a rounded corner, I think a lot of people... What's the word? There's a certain type of design where stuff's meant to represent a real object. Real buttons tend to have smooth corners, especially in, like, material design. Skeuomorphism, a great fucking word. Yeah, but that's how it is, don't it? Thumbnails also used to be in 4x3. I didn't stop them. Dude, the pause menu's cool. How do I stop you from shooting? The system isn't even there. I think it's just... It's just very... I guess it's just because you can shoot on the first frame, right? You can... Oh, yeah, I can reset inputs on pause. But then that would stop you from moving. Man, maybe that's fine. Yeah, maybe that's fine. Let's try that. See what that does. I really like this song, chat. Whenever this came up on Gensokyo Radio, you put down what you're doing for like 3.5 minutes. It's 5.5 minutes long. So it's such a banger. I should also apply it. What am I applying to? Oh, the Opera... Sorry, the VTuber application for Opera GX. Maybe. I meant to apply to Niji Sanji for like the 5th time. They reopened the mail thing. Try to make it so enemies have like a number of bullets they can shoot before they have to reload, so they aren't just constantly firing. That's more of a gameplay decision. I mean, that does fix the issue. It also means if you hold to the side while unpausing, you don't move. Because I guess movement is on just press instead of held. That's kind of annoying. Well, if you hold W, unpause, and let go of W? Good question. You just like stop after a second. But you move for like a frame. I'm holding W. I let go of W. Yeah, you like... Yeah, it doesn't... Yeah, Get absolute vector. I guess I could apply a paused status to the player, which is again like just another step of kind of stupidity. But I could just ignore this if they're paused. Oh, you're legally a gal now. Ice block, that's amazing. You got your papers done. Sorry, I somehow completely missed that. Sorry. That's amazing. You're gonna update your documents. I didn't realize Opera GX were gonna have a VTuber. Hello, Soul Vampire. I'm okay, thank you. You got your papers done, you just need to get your card. That's amazing. How far have you gotten with your game? About this far. Today we've added this pause screen and the ability for the game to pause, which is kind of cool. Last stream we got this like respawning system working. Oh, left arrow isn't working anymore. That's weird. Don't know, it seems like that function breaks something. You can't hold like, you can't like move left or right after pausing, or just left. That's really weird. I'm gonna remove it. It's cool. Just left, yeah. Well, if I hold right and try pausing and then... Yeah, it just seems to be left. No, it's the button you hold down when you press escape. If I'm holding down right and then let go, I can now not move right. I can't move right until I pause and then resume. No. Yeah, you were afraid that was gonna happen. It happens. I've done a quit option. That would make sense. I'm just gonna remove that for now. What's quit? Is it just quit? The game you're working on is a platformer action RPG that runs in the browser. Oh, that's cool. How long have you been working on it? Animating while paused looks cool. I agree. Maybe I could make like a simple Gaussian blur or something and blur everything in the entity and backgrounds while the game's paused. What do you think? For a bit of flair. Yeah, it actually quits the game. That's cool. Might have a go fixing that. Do you think I could quickly do restart? You reckon I could just rerun the game's constructor? How would that work? I guess I would be restarting the level. So I'd need to delete the all the enemies. I'd need to clear the registry and reload all the things, right? I guess I just need to clear the registry, actually. Right? If I wanted to restart, clear the registry and then load demo scene components. Right? There's only like a few entities in here. Is RNG here? I don't know. How do I wipe everything? I don't want to clear type, I just want to clear all. Maybe just clear? That's not it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lindley. Maybe it's just registry.clear. Maybe this just works. Maybe just clearing the registry and reloading the demo components is fine. Then maybe it's a good thing I didn't put the pause screen as an entity. Because the only entities here are like actors. In the traditional sense. Does it not like that? Oh, I guess restart should unpause the thing, huh? It does work though. I guess I'm actually using the frame for now. Dude, that's kind of sick. Because of the lovely entity system, I can just like make levels like that, huh? Just load in demo scene components, delete them. That's sick. That's really cool, isn't it? And I could like store them if I wanted to like resume gameplay, right? I could like store them somewhere and then just resume them. Okay, it didn't seem to actually unpause. How about instead of try to resume, you just do resume? You forgot to go to class. You actively threw one of them. You had the solution, it was dead simple. That happens, dude. You can do it. You're smart cookie. But so yeah, my best revision was always just to do past papers. Hey look. I should probably make it go back to 0 when you press enter, huh? Let's get rid of the delay. Make it really eh. Get rid of the delay. Song makes me want to play Apex. Can't wait to play games again. Format the document, my dude. This won't work when you use escape to leave manually, so maybe I get rid of that. Does Apex run on the deck? I have no idea. I haven't tried it. Probably runs better than Overwatch, right? That was awful. Guess I could play Apex, although I just feel like the ping and the frame rate would ruin it. I'm very happy with how easy it is to pass functions around. It's funny compared to how difficult it is just to have a string out of an enum. Ah. It's like a video game. Not having escape to escape is kind of a pain in the ass, but I can just chuck that in here. Left to static cast it is in. Maybe this will work. I mostly just want the selected option thing to go back to 0. I also don't want you to be able to unpause at the same frame as pause. That's why I've got an else if here. I feel like there could be some weird shenanigans if you happen to somehow do it. Oh, Lindley. Yeah, you can unpause instantly, but you just can't pause as much as you want. Like if you're spamming escape, you get this. That feels nice-ish. Dude, that's cool. What a cool system we built, huh? Maybe next stream we get a main menu running. I want to do more, but it's too late and I have work tomorrow. This is sick, dude. What do you think? Like, it's one of those, like, it's a video game moment, right? Like, yeah, like the first time you can move the character around, or you can draw a sprite, or you can see the bullets coming out. Having like a menu where you can restart and continue. That's nice. Good progress. Yeah, nice catch in the stream. Yeah, good progress. I'm sorry to hear everything's falling apart, Lindley. Doesn't fit my attitude. Introduction to AI distributed systems in OS. More multiple choice. 1 mark gone from requesting because you've got to sum up some numbers. Well, a lost exam's never the end, Lindley. There's no shame in not succeeding out of an exam. Although I'm sure you'll do fine. There's nothing wrong with doing a retake. And you usually do so much better, even if you do have to. Not that, I'd hope you don't have to, but it's satisfying in its own way to go over a paper a second time and ace it. So I had that with discrete maths, where I failed it. I had to redo it, and I got, like, more than double the score. That was kind of satisfying. You don't like redoing code, but it's helpful. Yeah. There's no time for retakes, but hopefully there's options for extra points. I'm sure you'll manage, Lindley. You're a smart lad. You keep putting in the effort, it'll all pay off. As long as you're not actively skiving and ignoring your work, if you're putting in the effort, you'll do good. Keep it up, dude. I need to... It's me actively ignoring your work. I'm not gonna let you do that anymore. You do put in the effort. I'm sure you do, dude. If you think you're putting in the effort, then you are. You'll know if you're lazing around. Like, anyway. Thanks for watching the stream today. I've got to head off. I'll be back tomorrow with something else. Did you enjoy the stream? Oh, thanks, Dinner. Yeah, I need to implement your update at some point. Video game. Good. Yeah, it was good. Well, thanks for hanging out, chat. See you tomorrow. Have a nice night. Bye-bye. Come say hi on the Discord. Bye-bye.